everybody, and welcome to the sixth. I don't know, man. The sixth episode of the Christmas countdown. I hope you had a good intro, leading dates to Christmas. Is that how you say it? I don't know. But yeah, today we're just gonna relax and talk a little bit. I was thinking that we could put something special that happens to me. As some of you guys may not know, I am Asian. Shocking, I know. But yes, I am Asian. But anyways, what I'm trying to say with that is I moved to Sweden when I was around 9 years old. So I moved to Sweden in a pretty kind of white-y, can you say neighborhood? I think that's how you say it. But yeah, in a mostly white neighborhood. So I'm not gonna lie, that girl has been through a lot of racism, even though like we don't really want to talk about it. But I feel like if I share my story, then maybe it could help someone out there. Because I remember one time, I didn't really have a lot of Asian friends when I grew up. So when I was like hanging out with some of Proxy's friends, some of them were Asian, and we kind of like talked. I don't know how we got into it, but we got into it with like they were kind of sharing their side of like the racism, and I was like sitting there, what the, because I have never heard anyone told me like the racist that had happened to them. So I was like, oh my god, this is mind-boggling to me. But anyways, so I feel like I want to share some of my stories to you guys, but keep it light, okay? Don't write in the comment like, oh, poor Plunchy, oh, I hope you're okay mentally. Guys, it's fine. It's fine. I've worked through this on therapy, so please do not be worried at all. I'm fine. We're just here to move into Christmas with a light tone, okay? I just want to share this because maybe someone out there is just like, you know what? I really need someone to know that like I'm not alone in this. Okay? Just chill. That is chill. Okay, maybe I can't say that on YouTube. So I moved to Sweden when I was young, and I didn't know a single drop of Swedish, unless it's like, hey. But that was kind of it, you know. And I didn't really know English either, cause I was freaking 9, so it was really hard for me to like kind of connect with people when I first moved, because I got enrolled in school pretty, like, I think half a month or a month of me moving here. Anyways, so it was kind of hard for me, and I kind of got bullied on my first class, so I went with the people at my year. I don't know how to explain this, but then I had to move down a class because my Swedish wasn't good enough to go to the next grade. So I had to enroll with a year younger kids, which I think is the best thing that actually happened to me. Because I feel like because when I moved down a grade, then I had more opportunity to learn Swedish. So for me, it took about like 1 to 2 years for me to be able to like fluently and that like people understand what I'm saying. So that was nice. And then I got my one of a close friends there. So that was great. Okay, let's slide into the racism. So I remember me as a kid. I was hanging out with the cool kids during middle school. Crazy, right? Like an Asian girl in a predominantly white school. I somehow got myself into the popular kids. I don't remember how, but it's besides the point, okay? And there was like, I think it was middle school. What's it called? I don't know what it's called, but in Swedish we call it lek, eller lekar. I'll put a text for you guys so you guys understand as well. I don't know who came up with this, but basically the point of the play, or whatever it's called, was that the boys would put their hands on the girl they thought was cute or like they were attractive to on their butts. Hey, don't look at me. I wasn't the one who made it happen, okay? But I remember I wasn't really participating. I was hanging out with the cool kids, so I kind of had to play whatever they were playing. Anyways, but I remember, I think that was like the first thing that I experienced as a racism. Or it was just because I was, yeah. Anyways, because none of the boys touched my butt, which it's good, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, and I was like, my Plunchy's little brain was like, oh, okay. Huh. That's weird. Because, you know, you would think like at least one person would, I don't know. It's fine. And then I remember in high school, I was one of those kids who were boy crazy. Not gonna lie. I gotta give you straight up. I was boy crazy. So I wrote to the boy that I liked during different stages in my high school year. So these are like different guy. Because I like them. I wrote to them. I specifically remember one time. So I wrote to the guy. I was like asking him stuff all the time. And he was kind of buddy with my best friend's brother. And he told my best friend's brother that he found me very annoying. And something about me being Asian was not it for him, I think. And because my best friend told me this, because her brother told her that anyways. I was like, oh, okay. Interesting. And then another time, I don't remember if this guy, let's call him James. Yeah. So James was a pain in my freaking ass. Because he was like straight up racist. I don't know how to like that's how I would explain him. He's a racist. So he would like mock me not all the time, but a few times. But I think why he kind of not did it all the time, because I was hamming down that motherfucker like a bit bad as I am. Because I remember one time I came back from Thailand and had a souvenir from my friends, and then one of my friends was like grouping with James and like in a class assignment, I guess, and he was playing with this souvenir because it was like a keyring, I think. And then the girl that I was hanging out with that got the souvenir, she was like, no, stop, you're gonna broke it, or you're gonna break it, and don't break it because I got it from Plunchy, so please just stop. As soon as he heard that, he was like, ew, I don't remember what he said, if he said it was rabies or something like that, like a specific illness that is predominantly in more a Muslim region. But that's besides the point. And my best friend came, or not best friend, but friend, came up to me and told me what happened. And I was like, this motherfucker, I can't say that on YouTube. But anyways, then I went up to him and I was like, James, so do you know, I don't think the illness is called rabies, but I'm gonna use rabies as an example because I don't remember what that illness called. But I was like, James, do you know where rabies is predominantly in? And I was continuing like, do you know where I am from? And he was like, I don't know. And I'm like, huh, interesting, isn't it, that you don't even know where I'm from, and you don't even know where this specific illness is mainly based in? Isn't that ironic? And I just like mic drop and kind of walked away. And then he kind of calmed down a little bit. But I remember there was one more time he said some racist to me. I think it was at like the bus stop, because after school we have to go to the buses to go home, and I was like standing close to another guy in the line. Let's call him no, I can't say that. Let's call him Tom. Yeah. So I was standing behind Tom to get on the bus, and then James came up to Tom like, oh, you know, those fucking teenager loud ass comment or something. And then he was like nudging Tom like, oh, you have a new girlfriend or something? And blah blah blah. And Tom was like, hell no. Gave me a weird ass look. I'm like, bro, I wasn't the one who said that. It was your friend. Remember? Or are you stupid to remember? Anyways, I cannot say that. But yeah. The racism was freaking crazy there. But I don't think a lot of the racism towards me was like out there, like as if with James, because James was like very vocal about his stand towards me. But sometimes there were like hidden racism, and I for some reason felt that was worse. Because I feel like with James, I would be like, James, you f***ing asshole. You're probably but it is what it is. Because I feel like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But anyways, yeah, there was a lot of racism. But other than that, I don't think I went through a lot. Because, of course, a girl always get kind of hurt with the racism. But the thing that hurted me most was the kind of low-key racism. The thing is, with those racist ass shit that they did, you cannot really like describe it, because it's not like them saying something or doing something. It's like them giving you a certain look, or it's hard to describe to a person who hasn't gone through the that kind of stuff, because they're like, are you overthinking this? And but no, you usually, when it comes to those stuff, you don't overreact. I don't think so, at least. Oh my god, I'm actually still pissed when I think about this situation. Anyways, so my dad, he's white, and my mom, like adopted parents, my mom is Asian, and we live in this like big ass house, so we need fuel to make it warm, and by that I mean logs of trees or firewood. That's what we use as warmth. So my dad had bought this like expensive firewood thing, cutter or something. Anyways, so we had to like pick it up. So it was me, my dad, and my boyfriend. So Proxy is white. Not to expose him or dox him or anything. But anyways, so we went there and had to meet this guy, older man. He was like only talking to my dad and my boyfriend, because I think he thought that my boyfriend was my dad's son, because you know, white person and white person, that's what's going on in his head. And I'm not gonna flex or something, but I'm pretty good at Swedish. Like, you can't really hear that I'm not like born here, except for my looks. Anyways, besides the point, because he told my dad after we like picked it up and everything that he was so oh my god, I don't know if you can see, but I'm rolling my eyes. He was like, oh my god, oh, I didn't know that was your daughter. And I was so surprised that she could Swedish so good that you can barely hear her accent or anything. I'm like, are you serious? Oh, me please. No, I can't say that on YouTube either. Anyways, but yeah. So, I would say racism is still a part of my life, and it is what it is. Because I worked at a grocery store, and some customer is like, I whip out good Swedish, and they look at me like I'm an alien. Because either they are like surprised that I talk so good, or they're like looking at me and judging me by my race, and we're like, yeah, I don't understand you, even though I freaking know that you understand me perfectly. Anyways, so Thank God I don't work at the grocery stores anymore, because oh my God, that line of work, please never ever ever. I don't think I can work there anymore or work at any grocery store because it was rough. But yeah. Anyways, that's all I'm gonna talk for today. And if you experience racism towards you, please know that you're not alone. And I know sometimes it sucks to hear that, oh, me, hey, you're not alone in your feeling, but just please that you're not alone. And there's resources. If you want to talk to someone, go to therapy. I know therapy is hard, but I promise you it's gonna help you immensely. Yeah. I just wish that the world didn't have racism, but to be honest, sometimes it is what it is. So I feel like that is good that you work on yourself and accept that you are different and love yourself by being different. And that was all for today. Hope you guys liked my little rant, and I'm gonna see you next time. Bye bye, and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Is that how she said it? I don't know.